country our group picked to focus on is India, and the issue we chose is poor water sanitation because that's one of the biggest issues that's affecting the Indians, especially the children under the age of 5. The specific place we're going to focus on is a state in East India called Bihar, where the water are most contaminated.
One of the major issues of Bihar is water pollution. Discharge of untreated sewage is the single most important cause of pollution of surface and groundwater in Bihar. There is a large gap between generation and treatment of domestic water waste in Bihar. The problem is not that Bihar lacks sufficient treatment capacity, but also that the sewage treatment plants that exist don't operate and are not maintained. The majority of the government-owned sewage treatment plants remain closed most of the time due to improper design or poor maintenance or lack of reliable electricity supply to operate the plants.
Currently, Indian people are having several challenges in obtaining clean water because of poor roads, government unfairness to rural and urban areas, and several issues are being addressed first, like pneumonia, malaria, etc. So it's very challenging for people to get clean water, often lead to people getting diarrhea, especially kids under 5 years old.
The solution that our group has chosen is to provide 50 Tahar-Mariam Israeli water purification tablets, also known as chlorine tablet, to the villages in rural areas, so that they can afford clean drinking water for the children. We chose this solution because chlorine tablets are cheap and can purify 1 liter per tablet, which throughout our research has proved to be very efficient compared to other solutions. We also believe that drones are the best way to deliver our solution because roadways, the main way people travel in Bihar, is not maintained, and because Bihar has the third most population in India, there is a lot of traffic, also known as chlorine tablet, to the villages in rural areas, so that they can afford clean drinking water for the children. The materials that we use in our prototype module for our engineering solution are compostable straws, natural kitchen sponge, string, tape, but we currently don't have any access to compostable tape. We also use cardboard for box, e-bag for parachute, and cotton ball for shock absorber. We assembled them by cutting the cardboard and then assembling the cardboard into a box shape. Then we used 6 sponges to create a cushion wall inside the box, and we inserted some cotton balls as a cushioning for the bottom layer. After that, we cut the end part of the e-bag to make a parachute. Then we punched hole in the box for the attachment of strings. Then we attached the parachute to the strings, and then we connected the straws together to make a shock absorber. After that, we cut a piece of a cardboard and placed it on top of a sponge wall to make a space for a parachute. And then finally, we attached the shock absorber using a string on the bottom of the box. We used eggs to test the survivability of our payload module. The goods that we're delivering is way more durable than eggs. We dropped the egg from 12 feet high. The egg survived the impact for 10 times in a row. This shows that our payload module will protect the goods inside. The purpose of the parachute is to increase the cross-sectional area, which will reduce the terminal velocity, and the purpose of the compostable equipment is to have less impact on the environment. Finally, the purpose of straws, sponge, and cotton ball is to absorb the shock.